in the form 12th economics with the chapter number 3 and frame number 8, it is the effects of liberalization on the trade and investment. Here with the trade we are mainly concerned with the foreign trade. See, the main objective of the liberalization, especially with the foreign trade, was to increase the competitiveness of our industrial production so we can compete the foreign markets and the goods of the world class quality. So the main objective of liberalization in the areas of foreign trade to increase the competitiveness of industrial production to compete the foreign market with world class quality products, so that our products are also having all these features and characteristics, so that they are equally to the world class product or the products of developed countries. And to achieve this purpose, it was necessary to promote the efficiency, productivity and quality of our products, so that we can face foreign competition. And to achieve this, what was necessary? To adopt the modern technologies and to develop our skills for the production. So to achieve this purpose, it was necessary to promote efficiency, productivity and quality to face foreign competition by adopting modern technology and effective skills. The policy of liberalization was helpful to reduce the foreign trade barriers. Now, when we are still from a developing country, and that time what was our policy before 1991? To protect our domestic industries, that we also call the umbrella policy or import substitution policy. But now there was a slight change in our policy. Okay, so the policy of liberalization was helpful to reduce foreign trade barriers. Earlier, we had very high tariff barriers. We have quantitative barriers in the form of quotas. So they were barriers and trade restrictions or trade obstacles. Now, what was the need of our? The need of our to remove or reduce these foreign trade restrictions or trade barriers. The policy of liberalization was helpful to reduce foreign trade barriers and the trade restrictions like tariffs and quotas. We have already discussed about these two terms, tariffs and quotas. Tariff is mainly related with the price mechanism. Tariff increase the revenue for the government. Quotas are the quantitative restrictions which limitize or which fix the quantity, volume or amount of the imported commodity. So tariffs and quotas, when for accelerating the free flow of good among the nations through export and import. When we have reduced and abolished to some extent the tariffs and quotas, then there will be free flow of goods and commodities among the nation, across the nations. Next, the abolishment of import license. See, when earlier, before 1991, there were restrictions. A person who is going to import any commodity, or we can say importer, he must have the license. Then only he was able to import the commodity. So it was again a very big barrier for the importing the goods. Now, with the liberalization, the license have been abolished on many of the goods, excepting some hazardous or dangerous goods or the goods which are very much environmental sensitive or eco-sensitive. So the abolishment of import license on many of the products except some hazardous means dangerous and eco-sensitive or environmental sensitive products. This also paved the way for achieving above said objectives. means free flow of goods and services. The quantitative trade restrictions on imports of consumer goods and agricultural goods have been fully removed from April 2001. See, it was a long process. The process has been started since 1991, but it taken a long way to abolish the quota. Earlier our policy was there that we wanted to protect our agriculture industry. But now, with the imposition of the new policies, especially by the international financial institutions like World Bank and IMF, who have given us the loans, and we have borrowed a lot of money at the time of crisis, financial crisis, and the balance of payment crisis, they have imposed some of these type of policies that the process has been started to abolish the restrictions even from the agriculture also. So in 2001 we are able to abolish all type of quota restrictions from the consumer products, manufactured goods, as well as agriculture products also. So the quantitative trade restrictions on import of consumer goods and agriculture goods have been fully removed from April 2001. And the export duties have been removed to increase the competitive position of Indian goods in the international market and to encourage export from India. The other side of the coin, if we want to attract or if we want to get much foreign exchange, what we should do? We should try to promote our export. And to promote our export, there was also a problem that there were export duties were also there. Although these export duties were a component of the revenue generation for the government, but to increase the export, even these export duties have been also withdrawn to encourage the export and to promote the export so that we can get more inflow of the foreign exchange. So export duties have been removed to increase the competitive position of Indian goods in the international market and to encourage the export from India to rest of the world. Now, this blue pen I have written here, it is related to the investment. See, the developing country, any of the developing country, it always has a problem of the capital funds. So, it is very much necessary to raise the capital or to raise the funds. And if this funds comes from foreign, to establish a new industrial base, to start new modern industry, to use the updated and world-class technology so that we can also produce the world-class products. What is required? The requirement of the foreign direct investment and foreign institutional investment. So, to develop and establish modern industries and use of innovative technologies, the need of fundraising was an important task. What was the need? Fundraising. The liberalization reform opened the way to attract foreign direct investment, FDI, and foreign institutional investment, FII, so that fundraising can be done.